Are we filming now?
We are filming now.
Filming now, right? Well, I'm removing fret markers at the moment.
I thought I'd start filming because you're doing something.
I am doing something.
Oh, that's a bit prickly, isn't it?
It is.
You're not going to get round once back in there.
No, I know. Well,
Would be easy just to do a new neck.
no, it's an original Tokai, and these are really nicely made, as you can see.
Hang on a second.
If you can see by this depth of the dots and everything's nice.
So what you mean
done.
is you're saving the dots?
No, I'm cutting them out. It's easier to cut them out as a whole than just take them out in splinters like I did that
You're
one.
going to put a new fretboard on?
Yeah, it's having
Yeah. I was hoping you were going to say that. So.
it's having this phenolic resin fingerboard on.
Oh dear.
It's plastic, which is this is a form of Bakelite.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Phenolic resin. We've probably discussed it in the past. It's really tough. Okay. So it's really tough and it's perfectly straight, perfectly flat, and it's inert, so you don't get any dead notes. You don't get any dead spots with these. I used to use them a lot in the 80s in the factory. I had this.
I can't see how you get any dead spots with a bit of mahogany or something.
Sometimes you can hear them, and some people think that sometimes when they start hearing them, they hear them more. So you get a bit paranoid about it.
Yeah.
But you'll lose all that paranoia with this on because
Yeah, but hang on a second. What if he starts hearing dead notes on that?
It won't.
Then he'll be even more paranoid.
It's impossible.
But the brain
It's
is
totally. You see, there's no soft or hard bits in
That's correct.
this,
Yeah.
like there is in wood. So it isn't totally wrong. I mean, you can hear hard and soft. There is a difference, which is why you have ebony or rosewood or maple. There is differences in all the woods.
I know all that. Yeah. But I would have thought there wouldn't be much of a difference in one chunk of stable, good quality wood.
Well, there obviously is because he's having it done. So.
I can't see why. It must be a base thing, but I'd never choose that stuff.
What's that?
This bloody Bakelite stuff. I mean, if I wanted an old-fashioned kettle or a radio, yeah.
Well,
But I want wood on my guitar.
yes. Well, a lot of people like the Status bases, and they're, or the Steinberger bases, and they're all plastics, aren't they? Albeit very top quality plastics, like of various degrees.
What you do.
But yes, I prefer wood guitars. But it doesn't mean that I'm right and they're wrong. It just means we like different things.
Yeah, I can't believe you.
Yeah.
It's taken you 72 years to...
75 million years, yeah.
72 years
To stop being a dinosaur.
to admit that you might not be right about everything.
No, I didn't say that. I am right about everything. Let's not go that far.
You did say I might not be right. Very cheerful again today. What's up? Are you bloody your heroin tablets again?
No, I've not had any heroin tablets today.
Your patches, I mean.
No.
What's going on? It's because you've been kicked out of...
Exactly it.
Yeah. So you're, I suppose we can talk about it, because you got to the TV stage bit.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, but
I've signed a clause.
Have you?
Yeah.
When can't you talk about it?
I can't talk about it till May.
Oh, well, fucking I'll have to edit this out then.
Yeah. Oh, I've dropped one. That's a shame. It was a nice one. It was pretty.
Well, you got to ask yourself what'll happen if you do talk about it. What's it say in the contract?
I can't remember now. I don't care about.
And we're back.
Are we back now? Okay.
So we won't discuss that television thing you were on.
No.
That you didn't get through anyway.
No, well, that's not.
We've never been happier.
No.
That says a lot about the state of the show.
No.
Then again, if you were younger and like a complete,
yes, I think it's
complete fool.
Yes, it's
Desperate
definitely
for fame.
It's definitely for young
Probably be a
people.
different story.
Certainly isn't for the likes of me. Where's that dot? Can you see it?
A dot?
We've dropped a dot in amongst all that mess.
Well, if only the same applied when you got paid. The word we.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the end of that dot then. That dot is a goner.
Well, you haven't exactly put much effort into finding it, have you?
That's enough. I've put enough effort in.
It's £2 coin down here.
Is there? We'll find that later then. I better repair my chisel now. I've used my lovely handmade chisel.
Which way did it flirt off at?
I flirted the sides off, didn't I? Look. I've ruined my chisel.
Oh, is that it? I saw something break.
Yeah.
No, I mean the dot. Where did the dot go?
Oh, the dot's gone. It's a goner.
Stop being so bone idle. It's just down here somewhere.
It'll only surface when I don't need it.
Keep filming the floor, I suppose.
Yeah.
That
Get
person,
brushed up one of these days.
that person will complain again about my video work, camera work.
Yeah.
What did they say? Impossible to watch because of the camera.
Finding your feet to Camila Cabello and Greta Gerwig on the big show. Now the oldies, the Hollies, he ain't heavy,
Oh, brilliant. There was a Sky Arts show on about the Hollies, you know, their career and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was really interesting. They were such a good band, weren't they?
I don't know much
Really
about
good
them.
band, Hollies.
Is that the one that, what's his name was in? He went over to work with
Graham
Nash and Turner.
And
Nash, yeah.
Gordon Rowley, that lad that used to
He
make
played
all the
them, yeah,
basses
yeah.
for. He played bass in the Crosby, Stills and Nash till he wrecked his hands.
Yeah. Who's this singing now then?
What's this?
Who's this singing?
Alan Clark. He's the singer with the Hollies. And that is Graham Nash.
There's Graham Nash there.
Is it?
Well,
Isn't
gotta
it?
be.
Well, I don't know, because they made with Terry Sylvester joined, didn't they? And he's a good harmoniser. Is it Terry Sylvester? I don't know. Oh,
They're from Liverpool, the Hollies.
I should have watched the programme a bit more closely, intensely.
The Hollies from Liverpool.
No, Manchester, I think. Yeah, the Manchester band. Had a hell of a lot of their records. Well, I never knew until all these Sky Art shows how well Dave Clark 5 did in America.
Oh, is Dave Clark as in the Hollies?
No, Dave Clark 5, the Dave Clark 5 band from London.
I thought you said this guy was called Clark, Dave Clark.
This is Alan Clark.
Alan Clark.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm too young for those
I know.
acts, but... Well, at least they could play, you know, and perform live, and record.
Yeah, they used to do all these in one take, didn't they?
That's what I mean.
To the stuff.
Nobody does that anymore, do they?
No, they're grand back.
Having said that, when you listen to records, you can hear lots of imperfections, like pitch problems and things, but
Yeah.
it just sounds good, doesn't it? You don't hear it because you hear the record as a whole, don't you?
Yeah.
Lots of old records and tuning.
Fixed.
You're right. So,
Go back to it now.
can you have that drink or what?
Yes, I'm going to have that drink.
So what's happened to you?
I'm going to have to be careful now because I've got to make this fingerboard, the neck flat to receive a flat fingerboard. I'm not hollowing it out because if I take too much of the plastic away.
Oh, the neck has got a radius, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? It says on there 7.8, 7.5.
The what?
You've got a 7 and a 5 base of the neck there.
Oh yeah. That's, well, I don't know, some number that they used.
Are you happy with the truss rod?
The truss rod, I've taken the actual truss rod nut out, but there's a washer there and it'll be above the hollow. So when I have to carefully chisel all that out now. I'll chisel out to there.
Mangle it off because you're going to replace it anyway.
No, I can't mangle it off because I'll wreck my tools doing mangling.
What?
Because it's the metal, there's a metal stuff.
Yeah, but from here onwards you can do, can't you?
Yeah, but I've got to do this first.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I'll do that with a...
So I wonder how a truss rod reacts
I'll
with...
use an old workman chisel for this.
How a truss rod reacts with phenolic resin fretboard, because with it being... It won't behave in the same way as wood.
Yeah, it still flexes, look.
Yeah, but not exactly like wood,
No.
but not too far off.
But it will still
Fair
react
enough,
with
yeah.
the truss rod.
Wonder who came up with putting phenolic resin on fretboards.
I don't know. It could have been Steinberger, it could have been Status, I can't remember. Could have been me. I was doing it in about 82. So if people were doing it before that, good luck to them. It's a pig to do.
No, but where did you get the idea from? And don't lie.
I don't know. Probably from a magazine, I don't know.
There you go.
Somebody asked for one, I don't know.
Somebody probably would have done that in 19... When was Bakelite invented?
Bakelite had turn of century,
30s,
wasn't it? 90s, 19th, 20th century.
Oh,
The first
beginning.
plastic
About
one.
1900 then.
Don't know. I've never investigated.
No,
This
just-
isn't Bakelite. It's phenolic resin.
Which is the
It's
same sort of thing.
Derivative of.
I was just wondering because obviously when it's actually invented, somebody must have like thought I'll bang this on a guitar just for a laugh, see what happens.
There's all different variations of these. It's called Paxolin as well. That they use lots and lots on electricity stuff.
I wonder who-
And that's same. It's the same mixture of goo, which has got a formaldehyde in it.
I suppose.
But this uses paper layers,
Oh yeah.
and the Paxolin that uses fabric layers.
Well, it depends. I wonder who.
I made lots of my jigs with that. There's one. That's Paxolin.
Paxolin.
Paxolin. It's got material.
Well, hang on.
You can't see any difference with the top. It looks the same because it's got the same material. Some of you'll see a crisscross pattern on the top. It tells you it's Paxolin.
I was wondering who actually owns the patent to Bakelite. There will be some chemical company that invented it. Because Bakelite will be a product name, won't it?
Probably the Bakelite
like a
company.
trade name.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be called Bakelite. It'll be called like phenomenal hydrochloruru paxinating.
The people who
21.
got, I bought this off. I bought a sheet off, and they sold you buy different weights. So they
Densities,
made
you mean?
different weights and for different applications. And I had this as weight of ebony,
Oh.
so it matches ebony.
So
weight
how
of
do they? You mean the density? It's how
Don't
dense
know.
it
I
is.
don't know how they do it. I don't make the stuff.
What's this weight scale?
Probably.
What is it based on?
I don't know. I didn't ask them. Oh, Dixieland.
I don't know. Putting unknown products on your guitars.
I'm not putting unknown products on my guitars. It was 30 odd years ago when I bought all this, and I had all the product sheets and all that before I looked into it. But I've been asleep since then.
I don't believe you ever looked into it. You were just.
I did look into everything. I used to be enthusiastic.
Yeah, and I think your checking skills or your research is probably top notch.
I was really enthusiastic at one point.
Anybody who calls the name of one of his instruments a BI because he made it by eye. Even I know myself when I bought along the spec for my Gibson inspired guitar and you said, oh, I think we'll just do BI.
Yeah.
I brought along all the specifications from his copy and he went, no, we don't need that, we'll just do BI.
Yeah.
I should have said, well, I want 50% knocking off the price right now then.
Yeah, you should have done that. It got you nowhere, but you should have done it. We always need a laugh, don't we?
Yeah, but you didn't even know what you were charging me, if you remember rightly.
Yeah.
You said, what price did I tell you? And you said somewhere between £1,000 and £1,500. So you said, well, it's £1,500 then. I should have said somewhere between £1,000 and £1,100.
You do live in your fairy world, don't you?
I did remember giving you a very generous tip though.
Did you?
That's my first guitar. Yeah, I did.
Well,
Anyway, enough of that. My generosity.
yeah, don't put milk in first in a cup of tea. Was that your generous tip? Oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Come on then, you're going to crack on with this.
I am cracking on with this. You might think I'm cracking on, but I'm being careful because, as I say, there's metal stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Tends to work if you don't use the claw end.
I don't normally use this for guitars, but as I'm using a builder's chisel just for this bit. Right, there's the truss rod anyway. There we go.
Get a bang a bit of no nails in there just to pack it out.
I'm flattening all this out with a little...
Calm down, calm down. You're not on television now. Relax. Put the ego away. I'll leave the ego stuff for the youngsters, eh?
Yeah, totally, yeah. I absolutely couldn't agree more.
It's an interesting protective device you've got there. On
What,
the
my sanding block?
Is it sanding block? I thought
Yeah.
it was an old bath towel or something.
No, my sanding block.
Oh, I guess. So, next stage then. What's the next stage with this? I expected more metal to be sticking up, to be honest.
No, that's enough though to
Yeah,
rest
so
the
you're going to
blade.
have a big process now where you're just going to wolf all this off. Apart from that bit, from there downwards, you're just going to.
Yes,
What are you going to take it off with?
by hand probably.
So you're going to do it all by chisel.
No, with a plane.
Oh well, let's go then.
But you think I am an automaton? Automaton? And now I've got to get this washer out first.
Oh, so sorry, I thought you'd stopped.
No, I was digging out to get to the washer.
You seem to be making a big deal over not a lot.
No,
Yeah.
I want to get this washer out.
Ah, yes.
And that's why we were digging out down to there.
Hang on a second, just take it easy, because we can't see, the viewers can't see. There you go. Can you see what you're doing?
Well, I will be able to. There's bits of glue in the way of it coming off.
So will you be able to just pull the trussel out now then?
No, just the washer. That's that. That would have been sticking up. This is glue there.
Glue,
Yeah.
Looked like it was metal.
No, there's no more metal, I don't think. There shouldn't be. There should be another washer here.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Oh, gosh. It might just be the end of the wood. It looks like it's the end of the wood there, so there isn't one. So that is the washer. So we've got to the washer, that's the truss rod now, and that goes in a bent channel up to here. So we're going to have to do the same now up this end.
Why? Another washer there, is there?
Yeah.
Stop it turning.
Yeah.
Sorry, just enable it to turn.
Yeah. So we'll be doing the same again that end now. I'll put the washer away, wherever I've put in the washer. Where's the washer gone? Where did I put the washer? We'll have to make another washer. Where is
You've
it?
just done that.
It was on there. It's there. Where did it go?
What's wrong with you?
Everything.
I know you lose things, but you can't lose something like 30 seconds after you just...
Well, you were there. You've picked it up, haven't you?
I'm not earning money at the moment. If I was on the payroll, I would have put it away safely.
Well, I've got loads of them, so it doesn't really matter, but there it is. Right, I'll put it away now, so it can't move.
There's a bit of a dot here that's broke.
It's just a little washer. I've got loads of these. They've got these. Like you say,
Got a bit of a dot there, look. Obviously no.
no, it's just half a dot. No, the real dot
Half a
is
dot.
gone. That's just half a dot. The real dots are gone. Right, then we'll be clamping up again now with the sponge. Mind you, it hardly matters, does it now?
No, what you're going to damage?
Nothing. This is a very thick neck, by the way. I've just measured it, and it's they've made it a traditional thickness to the original bases, really.
What do you class as the original base?
Well, the original, like these bases were
Well, based on Fender.
jazz bases. Yeah, Fenders. I think
So
they
you
were
say-
64, 65, weren't they? These,
No idea.
the originals. Tokai were very good at copying. They've copied the depth. But normally, you see, normally the Fender made them with standard wood sizes because they were easy to get hold of. So inch. So this would be inch plank maple.
Okay, well, would they just, if
They
you make-
buy maple in it about 1.25 inch and plane it down to inch.
yeah, but if they're making like 10 million guitars a year, they can just say to somebody, we want a standard 1.25 inch.
No, it doesn't matter how much they were making. They were setting up a factory, so they were making it with small machines, limited amounts.
Okay.
So they'd buy 1.25 inch. Maple would come as 1.25 inch rough, and you're playing it down to inch
Yeah.
as a finished. So they'd use that size for the standard. And this is slightly over 1 inch thick at the 12th fret.
I always thought Tokais were very well made guitars.
They are very well made guitars.
Like I remember, I think Bill Middleton had a Strat, and it was probably better than
Oh yeah.
the Fender version.
Yeah, well the lad who's been here with this guitar, he was thinking the machine heads needed changing, and they really don't. They're nicer, finer quality. You know, the gearing.
I think my friend Steve's got a Tokai Telecaster, which is great.
Yeah.
Like an old one, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is anyway, the return, and I don't think my plane's going to get caught in that. It's there, it's in down in that hole.
Oh, yeah, we've got a customer coming in.
Have we?
Oh, that was a little. Oh no, it's, I think it's your daughter. Some mum with dark hair's just gone in your house.
All right, okay, let's have a look. And what we saying?
Bet you put all your money away.
Yeah, put all.
She walks away with a smile on her face. We know what's happened. So just confirm you weren't robbed, just.
Yes, we just confirmed I wasn't robbed.
Okay, right, great.
Okay.
Not that you know of.
Not that I know of.
Right then, so you're going to plane it now?
Yeah. Slowly. This is where I make a complete fool of myself. I'll use that first. Guaranteed it's sharp. I did sharpen it when I bought it.
You're almost snapping the legs off your table.
That's another thing I've got to fix, but I can't do that.
It's a bit wobbly, Doug.
Well, it wasn't until I had the fire, the great fire.
That's why you just shrunk the wood a bit, hasn't it? And
Well, no.
some of the joints have just shrunk
No.
a bit. No.
I made I made this table and I made all the glue joints
yeah,
with
yeah.
tighter bond, but I used the ordinary one. I didn't use waterproof.
Or fibre.
When I had the fire,
Oh, yeah.
the fire brigade kindly filled the floor with water
Okay.
with the hosey things, and it softened the glue in the feet.
That's a common thing with fire engines, isn't it? In
is.
fires.
They go using water, don't
When
they?
they try and stop your house from burning down.
It's good of them, but they've wrecked me bench. Should I put a claim in?
I'll have to say that your perpendicular supports to your vertical legs don't look very strong.
They are. But it is a bit of a bugger, isn't it?
I'm not joking, but you could hire this house to a fairground ride.
I know. It is. It didn't used to be when I built it.
It's disgraceful.
You know, I'm just going to have to put a couple of straps across, aren't I?
Some horizontal,
Triangular.
diagonal. Yeah.
Yes.
Then you get a knacker, you're getting your tools.
Well, no, if I put them on that side.
Good thinking. That's what I was going to suggest. Just.
It's just doing it.
Yeah.
Do it in the spring, eh? Because it's definitely got worse. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely got worse. It doesn't do it that way. It doesn't budge that way much.
No, not really. Well, I'm sure it's had more action lengthways, hasn't it? What are you laughing at? Is this where you dismember the women's bodies?
This would be a lot better if I sharpened the blade, I think.
I like how you always complain about things like, oh, this thing's terrible. I
I'm
don't know
going
why.
to sharpen the blade now.
Then you say, I don't know why I'm using it.
Well, I was using it last week, and I thought this needs sharpening.
So it took you a week to actually get around to doing it.
I haven't used it since.
Okay, just checking. Just like to people who watch this like to know exactly.
If you
What the
look at that
process
blade
is.
and if you touch it without cutting yourself,
Gary, bring your
it's
tongue over here.
extremely sharp.
Well, I wouldn't say extremely sharp. I mean, it'll definitely chop up a chicken, won't it?
If you run it down your finger, you will lose your finger.
Can you demonstrate that?
And our characters really
Hey,
dislike
no
each
time
other.
for a wash.
And we all meet through see this character, this sort of community dance group where people go, mainly to be with other people and just have a bit of a laugh. It's
funny all this sharpening of blades, because it doesn't actually look like much is happening, does it?
Sorry, say again.
Sharpening of blades, it doesn't look like much is happening.
It's sharp.
No, but it doesn't look like the process.
Surprisingly,
It's down under.
Ooh.
Great cutter.
You sure that's going to be enough?
Yeah. Positive.
Each person, each character you wrote has this sad story in their life. I found myself trying
See, I didn't have any formal woodwork training, so I don't, still don't. I haven't got the official word on how to do all these things. When I first started building guitars, I had to use a router to flatten everything out with, to get it flat.
Oh yeah.
So I had 2 steel bars, handles,
Oh yeah, and then just went like that.
and run the router along the top of them. Set
It's a bit
out on a
daft,
proper level board.
Hard work.
Yeah, but that was the only thing I knew,
Yeah.
so I didn't know any different.
Yeah. Good job your mum and dad showed you how to eat with a knife and fork.
I made the first
Early
guitars
age.
with a knife and fork, I think.
Yeah.
Woodworking was the... I didn't take it at school because of Commander Wilson wasn't so...
Commander Wilson.
Yeah,
Was he an ex-army guy?
he was, yeah, and he'd gone
Commander
through, he
Wilson.
got shell shock.
Oh yeah.
So he was a bit under the weather really for teaching, but he was absolutely a lovely man. But I didn't take his classes, I went to metalwork classes instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with all those bits of shavings there? They look like superb quality.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do with them?
fire. Shame, innit?
How can you ensure then that the edges of this fretboard where you're going to put the phenolic thing are actually straight? I'm just curious. If you're doing it by hand, you haven't got a straight edge, have you? Why have you changed to that one?
I'm sorry?
Why have you changed to that one?
It's a long board.
Okay, yeah.
I was just breaking off all the rubbish,
Oh yeah.
and now we've got to this stage. Now it's gonna... This is a pretty long plane, so this will plane it.
It's about half the length, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so this will... What I shall have to do here, on that, I shall have to cut a hole along there, a groove, just file one,
Just so it goes. Yeah.
so that...
Like that?
Yeah, so that the washer and the thing can go in. I've just matched the hole size.
Maybe just like a couple of mil or something.
Yeah,
I fix that about 4 or 5 mil.
well we don't know, we aren't anywhere near
No, I mean
close.
this.
We're just getting down to the dots now.
You alright? Forward. Okay.
Go watch the telly if you want. Okay. We're nowhere near anyway down on this end. I've got a lovely electric hand planer I could use on this.
You always say that.
I have, it's just in one of them boxes. Probably that one there. But I don't want to churn anything up. I think it's better to take my time really and just do this.
But oh look, little bits of
Dots, as I said, the sides are coming out.
quite deep, aren't they? Really?
Yeah. Getting them out, look.
How do you, when you do the dots on the phenolic ones, you just like drill them in, the little drill. And then
Oh, well, I don't think I'm going to put dots on his fingerboard.
why not?
You don't need them anyway, do
On
you?
the top.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Do most guitars have them on the top as well? I suppose they do, don't they?
Down in the front, you've just seen me take them
No,
out.
I mean vertical in the top. The top of the
Oh,
neck.
the side ones, these are having...
Oh, here, look. Oh, yeah, of course they do, yeah.
It's having these in.
Yeah, I just forgot. Yeah. I didn't think they were that deep. They're a good sort of...
Top tower went very deep
6
with
mil.
theirs, didn't they? Their top bits were still here at the marks.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I did it on there just to make sure I didn't catch anything on that metally stuff.
So the mahogany's all off. It's nice, now it's nice and flat.
Well, the rosewood fingerboard you made.
Well, rosewood, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it fire rosewood? No.
No,
What
it's
rosewood was it?
it looks like that looks definitely
It look
like
like Thai
Indian.
mahogany.
No, it's like Indian, that is.
Oh yeah, a bit too dark, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Indian rosewood, that is.
So you're doing that just to rough it up so it glues better?
Well, make sure it's flat as well.
Well, surely it's flat enough now it's been on that big...
No. No, that isn't anywhere near good enough for doing it like
Really?
that. No.
So NASA would go for that wooden block over that.
Well, if there any sense, they would.
Oh dear.
So, that's flat now. It's that's definitely flat. It's got a good key now, which is
There you go,
using
yeah,
there.
yeah. So you're going to glue the whole thing on, are you? Are you going to glue that phenolic fretboard on and then cut it down after, obviously?
The frantic plastic, yeah.
Is that the front to the back? Careful now, Doug.
Hey? It's omnidirectional.
I know, I was joking,
I
yes.
know you were. So was I.
Think of me as your quality control
Yeah, okay.
manager.
Okay, I'll think of that instead of what am I really thinking. I've just got to put a sleeve over that now because if any glue goes on that, we are bollocks. I mean, it's bollocks.
We again. We again. We.
Well, you're filming.
Yeah, but when it comes to pay, you won't be saying, hang on, let me get Carl come round so he can
Yeah.
he'd take the money.
Yeah. Got to put a groove up now for that.
Yeah. Sure, that's in the right place.
Yeah.
Like BI.
Absolutely. So, but that'll be there. So I've got lots to go yet, but it's only just starting there.
Yeah, very good.
500 words to find out exactly how to enter.
These things are a nightmare, you know.
Yeah.
These little tandem belts,
Yeah.
because you can't tighten these up very well, and that's they wear out really fast. The rubber stuff,
to make.
Yeah, and they always sell you like 20 sanding belts and one rubber jobby,
Oh yeah.
and they're never enough. They're never good enough.
Never enough. Oh, yeah, that's better. I was on that one. Oh yeah. Awesome. You're not wearing the appropriate mask, Doug.
You'd have thought I would have done, wouldn't you? Would have done. Quite right.
Right then. Give it 5 minutes, then we'll pick the traffic.
Where are you going today?
Here and there.
You're in there. It's not bad. Needs to be a bit deeper. A bit deeper, I think.
Deeper away then, Doug. Deeper away.
Yeah, it's quite a bit actually.
Just go nail it now then.
No, I don't think we can do it with that that machine. It's the little one we need.
Trying to get a deeper groove.
Yeah, but it's not working terribly well, is it? Not working really good. To think of something I can use.
Oh, Mark Bennett was asking about his guitar.
No, he wasn't.
He was the other day.
Was he?
Yeah. Did you see him on Friday?
Yeah.
He did say he wasn't bothered about it being ready yet. What did I hear the other day? Somebody was talking. Not only did somebody own it, they also smashed it.
All right, smashed it and owned it, and it was incredible.
Why can't you just say
was
you-
amazing.
I don't know why I can't say you were really good. That's got to be,
Not if you've smashed it and owned
it's
it.
got to be
yet,
smashed
hasn't
and owned, smashed it.
Yeah, smashed it and owned it. Yeah, it's getting there now. The
So
curve
what you're
is.
saying, that's what I'd say.
It's getting there.
Yeah, very good.
It's not there on that end, but it doesn't matter about that. It's there where we want it, and it's okay there. It'd
5.
have to be further.
7 to 5.
So we mark that there.
Wonder if that could be like how old his kids are, the guy who made the neck. One was 5 and one was 7.
Yeah, that's marked. So that's it. just want to see now how far in it needs to be.
You're going to do it with the traditional measuring tool. You're going to do it by thumb.
No, I'm going to use a ruler thing. It needs to be, well, that's an inch, so it needs to be to there, so just an inch and a snot from that line.
There you go. Pretty much there.
Oh, it's this, yeah.
Just dipping it.
Just
Just dipping that.
I'm going to deepen that now. Yeah. I'll do it with that grinder.
I would if I was you.
It seemed to be the right.
If the investigation is seriously defective, even if
We had Dave round yesterday. Remember Dave the Bud, the lad?
The lad?
Yeah.
Oh, grey hair.
Yeah.
His health back on track.
No.
I think he's got diabetes when I saw him.
No, he hasn't got diabetes. Yeah, might have that, but he's got grave. He's got graves. No, it's something to do with thyroid.
Well, they can't be stopping him from existing, can it?
It makes you really poorly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Apparently it makes you very, very poorly.
But you use like a big rasp for that.
I could do.
Because it's just, what's the word? Vandalism, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need to spend 10 minutes doing it by hand, do you?
Well, I don't think I could use a rasp on it. They'd ruin the rasp.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you just need
Ruins tools, this stuff. It's really, really tough. And yeah.
Fair enough.
If I use my knife or whatever as a hand, I can just sharpen them again.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to put some. You've got to put some serious grooves in the job. To glue, I'm using araldite to glue this on with the low slow setting stuff.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I just love that. Mix it up.
There is a mix now that Andrew Drake sent me over that you can use wood glue on, and it's phenolic resin, but it's lighter weight.
Teeth in.
Yeah.
Well, why do you?
This lad wants a specific sound.
Yeah.
This is what is going to do it for him.
Yeah, no, but like, just use what you've normally glued it with in the past, and if it works, you'll get changed in here.
Wood glue? No, I'm not
Whatever.
using wood glue on it.
No, you said you're going to use aldite.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so you don't need to change to some new fancy derivative,
No.
new fancy products when aldite works.
I'm using araldite because araldite works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And plus it doesn't add any moisture into the wood.
Well, that isn't wood.
That's wood.
Yeah, I know. But even if it did, it's dry, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. I mean, I've always used Titebond, which is a water-based glue. And so have all the major manufacturers nowadays use it. Where they used to use lots of hide glues.
Hide?
Yeah.
You mean like based on animal?
You know, the stuff that we used at school in that stinky pot.
Is
That
that,
stinky pot.
you mean based on animal carcasses?
Yeah, melting down a horse.
Yeah.
So if you've got catch your horse and then melt it down.
So that's why there are no horses next door anymore.
Yeah, there isn't any, that's why there's no more in the field.
Almost at the end now.
Okay.
It's the sound of his voice paining you. No, we're going to
Sorry?
soon. I'm talking to your number one assistant here.
Okay.
Right, Doug, let's wind this up because I want to go anyway.
Okay, well,
I want
piss
to
off then.
That's not very nice.
Well, you're going, aren't you? Did it work?
Yeah, that's been very enjoyable. I said I'd bring you know who here
Yes.
for a visit.
Yes.
That's what we do. See?
Pretty one.
Did what I said.
Okay, well, I'll be working on John's later.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Yes, I've made the jig.
I
I did have the jig before.
I thought you were supposed to be working on the McAfee as well, or not?
Yes, I will be this week. No, seriously, this week. It's just
believe
that I've had
that?
lots and lots
No.
of people with repairs coming.
Oh, yeah.
So
Very good.
I'll get the McAfee started.
Yeah.
I'm doing that as well, the bass. I've had to make a jig for that. See, because every time I make a traditional guitar, at the moment, I'm having to make jigs.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're melted.
Yeah.
So, and I've just finished the jig for that, and it's on the bench here underneath all this mess.
Yeah.
So
Unless it's wobbled off, of course.
no, yes, of course, it could have wobbled off.
Well, that's wobbled off, look.
Look at that. Yes, wobbled off.
Good job you don't store your marbles on that shelf.
It is, isn't it? So yeah, that'll have to be fixed, won't it? That'll be a job for the spring.
2020. Completely
And
dulled
this
it.
is a hacksaw blade I make my knives from.
Oh, really?
Industrial hacksaw blades. And it takes the edge off them straight away, this stuff. It's really tough.
Good. That means it's the right stuff for the job.
It is.
I mean, it's going to get battered by bass strings about 1 million times in its life. Each fret. Ba, 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 ba.
It'll outlast any string you put on.
Yeah.
Even the stainless steel ones. It's brilliant stuff.
Excellent.
I say it's just a pig to work and it's a pig to do everything with. Them's the brakes. Are you going yet?
Yeah, no, it's just amazing how cheerful you are.
Oh right.
Anyway, oh, hang on, somebody's going. Are you going to play with the dog?
I'm probably cheerful because the pain is slowly leaving me. It isn't as bad as it was.
Oh, very good, yeah. So you're getting better.
It's still really excruciating, but it's down from really, really bad. It's not as.
You'll have
It's only excruciating in you know now.
your general body's adapted to it, so it's your pain tolerance is probably
Probably.
your tolerance of it is increased. So you probably don't even know you've got it.
That probably is it.
I'd still enjoy it.
Have you seen John's neck I'm making there right by you while you're filming?
Okay, well,
For his,
forget that then.
his 335.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see you've gone the extra mile for John.
Yeah. That's going to be a green burst. That
You have
is.
to wear sunglasses when you see it.
Yeah. What was I doing? I was sharpening my knife.
Jolly good. Sure you haven't just coloured this in?
Sorry?
I was going to say, sure you haven't just coloured this in?
I'm sure I haven't just coloured that in.
So, what kind of action is it normally like at this Raven? Is it full of like...
Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's miserable.
Oh, really?
You have to take your chances with any open
The
mind.
performing area that I've seen on your videos, it looks like a very boring pub.
All right, no, it isn't. It certainly isn't.
There's no real stage area, is there?
Last week I had, and the week before with Damien.
Yeah.
So it was very nice. Well, I said you opened the door open. All right.
Drink alert.
Oh, marvellous.
She's loving that.
Hello?
Lovely drink.
Okay, I'll see you back in a second. Try.
Death threat.
Daughter.
Daughter? Oh, yeah, okay. Would you like to deliver that cup to him? I went.
Which is the same as a death threat.
Yeah.
Yes, and for me,
Oh yeah.
for boards. But it was with me GP16, which I gave to Martin to have a look at. And
Yeah.
I think he's keeping it all.
Oh yeah, very good.
So
That reminds me, I need to look into my. I've got a MIDI thing. I'm all wired up. I've got MIDI, programmable MIDI EQ,
yeah.
and a couple of other things. You know, you can get a Bosch GT100 now quite cheap.
Yeah, is that better than
Better,
mine?
yeah.
Why? What's better?
It's just
about
it's got like a double processor thing. It's like 24 bits, 32 bits, 24-bit floating point thing. It's like very. It's got two massive processors in it, and they've redone all the modelling and stuff. So it's only about 350 as well, brand new. Because they bought out a GT1000, which like competes with the Helix and the something else.
Well,
That's
it might be
that's,
the best one, right?
yeah, that's about £900. There you go. You have to buy a bit of gear every now
I
and
don't
then.
think I could warrant it now. I don't work very often.
Yeah, but don't mind, is it? Can you warrant buying another drill when you've got 5 already?
I've just bought a new bed on it. It's on the
A
way.
new bed? Yeah, well, that's understandable. I'm sure you've worn that other one out.
It's only 3 years old. The springs have collapsed on just on a corner, on the middle bit, on
Strangely
one
enough,
section.
is that just where you sleep?
No, where I get out of bed. So you try and get out of bed and fall on the floor. If you're not lithe like me, I'm all right. I just spring up.
Why are you on those like mechanical pulley systems?
Hoist, yeah, I could
So you
do,
just
couldn't
get
I
somebody
think
to...
I prefer to get a new bed that hasn't collapsed.
Why don't you just let it collapse on one side, then you just roll out. If you put a bit of a shelf on, angle it down.
Just end up on the floor though, then, don't you?
Yeah, but then you can wake up and then just roll onto the
Like a spring up.
No, like a child, like children's.
A springing gazelle.
What are those things called that children go down? A chute, like a bed chute release.
Yes, like Wallace and Gromit straight downstairs. Into your trousers on the way.
No, but I mean like. How much is the bed costing?
Have you finished up? Not very much.
No, because beds aren't cheap, are they? Have you bought a new mattress? Well, of course you have. That's where the springs are.
Yeah, it's just a mattress.
So how much was the mattress?
It's only a mattress.
No, how much?
I can't remember. Some money.
Oh, that was so awkward. How much was it? Because I think I might need a new one.
Well, a couple £100.
Is that all? I thought they were more than that. I thought people
It
paid.
is, they're 1,190 quid they are.
Well, you said it's 200.
Groupon. They have bargains.
Oh, so. Oh,
They've
okay.
always got bargains on bedding.
Groupon.
Groupon.
Groupon. Is that like a voucher thing?
It's something that comes on eBay.
Oh.
Oh, Groupon. It's a company.
Yeah, well, if
They
they're
discount stuff.
selling it for 200, I can't see how it can't be an £1,100.
It's got memory foam and everything.
Oh, yeah.
11-inch thick, sprung.
Yeah, but is that good for you? Because that means it'll remember that you're in it.
That's the trouble.
Eh? It'll go, oh God, I've just remembered that this is getting back in. Yeah? Memory foam's only good if it's a delight for the mattress to have it on it. But I'm going to go.
Okay.
See you, Trevor.
I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.